Hi, Resident Evil Soup here, bringing at you another rant. Well, technically this will be my first one up, because my other one got corrupted. Whatever. Anyways, I felt in the mood to do a rant, so I asked somebody what to do. They suggested the fact that we're going back to school. We have approximately 1.5 weeks until school starts all over again. This is my senior year, which means it's almost over, kind of really not, because then you got college, and then you have work, and then you have your entire life, and whatnot. Everybody says high school is like the best times of your life. You know, this is when everybody's the happiest. And in retrospect, I'm sure that's true, but my usual pessimistic self will tell you otherwise. Because, you know, there's just people being cliquey and evil and mean and rude to one another for no reason whatsoever. It makes no sense to me. However, you look at the news for a day and you realize that's how everybody is. I don't know, I guess there's not really much you can do about it. But, man, once you've finished off, 11 years of school, 12 years of school technically, and you're going into your 13th, kind of, which is the senior year, it's kind of crazy to think how much you've accomplished in such a short time. I'm only 16, I'm a little bit younger than most kids in my class, but I've done just as much as the rest of them, You learn a lot, but a lot of school isn't just about learning, math, English, science, history. Those are very important. Those are things that you need to know for whatever field you're going to go into. But, a lot of it is, especially in high school, social skills and how to deal with life's problems. A lot of people either choose one of two paths. They either pick the straight and narrow, or they start to waver off the path a little bit. And a lot of people change so much over the course of just 1 year. I've known people who were extremely against drug usage, and now they're druggies. It's really unfortunate. Things like that. It's unfortunate how people will not think to themselves, hey, I got this entire life ahead of me. Why don't I work on using what I have? But no, they're like, oh, I'm going to have a good time now. I'm invincible. I can do whatever I want. In reality, you're really not invincible, folks. What you do now is going to affect you for the rest of your life, whether or not you think it will. For all you know, it might even end your life if, the partying gets too heavy and whatnot. I think a lot of it, it's all about preparation for the rest of your life. It's preparation for how to live a happy, good, productive life. And a lot of people think that lying and deceit and doing what they can to get ahead and doing the best for themselves and their own is the best. Whereas, to me it's different. To me, it's about learning selflessness. But I'll save that for another rant. You gotta work hard. You gotta do what you're supposed to do. Because if you don't, you're not gonna get what you want. If you don't do what you're supposed to do, you're never gonna get what you want. You're never gonna achieve your goals unless your goals are to become popular with law enforcement. It's stuff everybody's got to think about. And the public school system, let's rant about that for half a moment. Ugh. It's so standardized now. It's like, you don't learn as much as you used to, because, you know, they used to teach you things so you could learn things. Now they have all these tests and whatnot, and they teach to the test because a school won't get funding if, you know, X amount of kids fail this test. It's wrong. Why should, you know, somebody who gets nervous in a situation like that be considered a failure? You know, I've always been great on testing, but I still feel like the standardized testing system should be changed. There should be a different way to examine one's knowledge. I don't know what it is. I can't solve the problem, but that's not really my job. So, I don't know. I guess just tell me what you think. I don't really have much else to rant about right now. 1 in the morning. Ugh. Yeah, that's about it. Well, school's almost back in session, so, you know, I'll still try and get them out somewhat regularly, which is kind of a joke, but whatever. That was just one more completely random, off the top of my head rant from yours truly, Soup.